welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina. I'm currently 19 weeks pregnant. I share mostly pregnancy update vlogs each week, but I also am all about self-improvement, self-development, self-transformation to enrich our own lives, which I think will lead to a better world for all. If that's something that you're interested in, definitely subscribe. This week I wanted to play with some old wives' tales because I'm currently, as I said, 19 weeks pregnant. We are the day before we find out the sex, or the day before we're potentially able to find out the sex. We have the 20-week anatomy scan ultrasound tomorrow, and so I thought it'd be really fun to put some old wives' tales to the test. I just thought it'd be fun to try out some of the old wives' tales and see what might be accurate and what might not be. So I asked some of my friends on Facebook and Instagram to share with me some of the most common old wives' tales that they've heard about predicting the gender. So I've compiled a list, so we're just gonna dive right in. First of all, I just wanted to say I do have a sense of it being a girl, only because me and my partner have a really easy time coming up with girl names and exploring different girls' names. We have had a really hard time coming up with boy names. Like, we just can't think of one. And the one or two that we've thought of, the one most recent that we thought of, I actually really like for a girl also. So yeah, so I'm leaning towards a girl. Both the moms, my mom and his mom, think it's a boy, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Obviously it's like 50-50 chance, no one really knows, but it'll be fun to see what wives' tales predict our sex of our baby. So first things first, the first old wives' tales that I actually heard from my mother-in-law first, and then a couple of people shared with me this one that they've heard as well, and it's about the heartbeat. So if the heartbeat is low, it's considered to be a boy, and if it's high, it's considered to be a girl. Two times that I've had the heartbeat measured, it was 145 and 150, and I had to look up specifics like what is considered a low heart rate and what is considered a high heart rate. And for the old wives' tales, apparently anything under 140 is considered low, and that's a boy, and anything over 140 is considered high, and that's a girl. Well, I was 145 at my, I think, 8-week ultrasound, and then 150 at a 15-week midwife appointment. She measured the heartbeat. So 145 and 150, that would be a girl. So we're gonna have a counter here. So one for the boy, one for the girl, and we're going to just tally away and see what we come up with. The next one that someone shared with me was that if you're carrying weight, like gaining weight all over your body, then that means it's a girl. If you're carrying weight mostly just in your belly, it is a boy. I mean, I feel like my belly is really getting all the weight now. I'm sure the rest of my body is gaining weight, but I feel like everything's kind of packed into my belly. So according to that one, it would be a boy. The next one is about headaches. If you have or are having more regular headaches, that means it's a girl. No, sorry, that means it's a boy. If you're not having headaches, that means it's a girl. Well, maybe not that it means it's a girl, but the old wives' tale is if you're having regular headaches, then that means it's a boy. I'm not really having headaches. I feel like I'm having less headaches now in this pregnancy than I did before the pregnancy. So no headaches here, that means it's a girl. This next one was kind of funny. Someone shared with me that morning sickness, if you got it coming out of both ends, that means it's a girl. But I also read that just overall, like a heavy like morning sickness means it's a girl, and if it's kind of light, the morning sickness is not so bad, then that means it's a boy. I was nauseous throughout my first trimester, but I never threw up. It didn't come out of both ends. It was very, I would consider what I've heard to be like extremes. I would say my case was probably mild. So from that perspective, I guess it would be a boy. I mean, I did have morning sickness all throughout the pregnancy, but I never threw up. So I don't know, actually. This one's hard. I'm gonna say neither because I don't really know. I guess I don't really know the parameters. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna say it's a girl because I had morning sickness throughout the pregnancy all day long. I was absolutely miserable. I am grateful every single day I don't have that experience anymore. So I'm gonna say I did experience morning sickness, and that means it's a girl. The next one is if you're craving salty foods. Yeah, if you're craving salty foods, then that means it's a boy. I've also heard someone say that if you're craving meat, that's a boy. I have actually been craving like really sweet stuff and really fruity stuff, like fruit juices and fruits have been like the one kind of craving that's been coming out the most. Like that's the one craving I'm noticing more than anything. I'm kind of like waiting for more like heavy duty cravings coming on, because I love food and I really enjoy food, and so I'm excited to experience cravings, to just like see what my body is actually asking for, but nothing too much other than fruit. I'm definitely craving fruit these days. So I would say that's not salty and it's not meat, so it's not a boy. I'm gonna give that one to the girl. Oh, this next one is kind of interesting because it just goes to show like the like female competition that exists. So this one is if you're having a lot of like acne and blemishes on your skin throughout your pregnancy, that means it's a girl because she's stealing your beauty. Like that seems twisted to me. Like you can tell that's an old kind of way of thinking, and I don't know, it's just kind of funny. That's a funny one. I am having definitely way more acne. This is the most acne I've had. I didn't even experience this kind of acne in high school. So from that perspective, that would be a girl. This next one is about the change in your body temperature. So they said if you're more cold and like icy cold, then it's a boy, and if you're more hot and sweaty, it's a girl. I'm definitely feeling much hotter these days. Like I'm definitely experiencing a raise in my body temperature these days, so I'm gonna say hot and sweaty, and that's a girl. Okay, so this next one's kind of interesting. Apparently there's a Mayan and Chinese calendar that calculates or is able to determine the sex of the baby based on your age at the time of conception and the year that you conceived. If both of those numbers are even or both of those numbers are odd, then it's a girl. If one is even and one is odd, it's a boy. So I was 35 when I conceived in the year 2020. So there's even, well, odd and even. So that means it's a boy. The last two, I'm gonna need some help. So we gotta go find Andrew. So as I edit this, I realized I didn't introduce this next old wives' tales. It is the ring on the string test, where you put a ring on the string, hold it over the belly. If it's a circle, it's a girl. If it swings in a straight line, it's a boy. So Andrew, I didn't tell him which direction implies which sex, so he's completely clueless. Mostly. Hi, Hazel.
He's completely clueless.
Well, you have an idea of what it is, right?
In relation to this particular thing that we're doing.
Okay, so just hold it up. Hazel, don't keep the camera. Okay, sit. Okay, lay down.
Okay.
Okay, lay down.
Okay, so I'll just hold it here and not influence it.
Okay, lay down. Okay, stay there. Hazel, don't influence.
The Hazel. Okay.
Circle?
Oh.
Or is it straight? It started to circle and then it did like a little diagonally.
Oh.
Straight?
Wait.
We're gonna be here for a while. Hazel, what do you think? Is it a boy or a girl?
I feel like I keep switching it.
You do?
I'll close my eyes.
Oh, that's good. I mean, you can still like...
I know, it's like, what is it doing? Oh, it's doing that.
Do you want to just say that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, straight arrow.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a boy!
That's kind of obvious though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
because a straight arrow is more structure. That's male. A circle is like feminine. Everything's circle. The earth, the mother Gaia, your belly.
Yeah.
Female.
So it
Makes
doesn't
sense.
have to do with genitals or...
No.
That's how I was looking at it. Straight like a penis, you know? Okay, well...
So that says boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next one. The next one is if the baby daddy is gaining weight in this pregnancy, that means it's a girl. So we're gonna weigh Andrew. Maybe what was your weight pre-baby, do you know?
I think it was like 160 or maybe 158.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gaining weight. I feel like I'm eating a lot more.
Because you're trying to keep up, right?
Basically, yeah. I'm like, Christina's eating so much more, so...
I am not eating
I
them.
feel like I'm like just trying to keep up, or it's like I'm not used to it, so...
Okay, well...
And you're eating more sweets, and then...
Yeah.
You're like encouraging me to eat more sweets.
Well, that's not really hard because you have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, I know, but... Yeah, I know, but...
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
165. So I'm gaining weight, but I knew I knew I was 165. I'm like, I feel like I've gained about 5 pounds.
But do you think since the pregnancy or just in the last like few months? Like,
was that a trick question?
Oh yeah, I guess it's been a few months. Okay, well then.
Pregnancy, yeah.
That means it's a
girl.
Girl. Well, according to these old wives' tales, the girl won. So, in less than 24 hours, we're gonna find out the sex, and I will report what the sex is. Okay, so we had the ultrasound, and they saw the sex within a minute of the appointment. And it is, can you guess? A boy. Which I was so surprised. I was so shocked. I couldn't believe it. I really thought it was a girl. But also, since I'm finding out that it's a boy, it seems actually quite perfect and specific for us. And I'll talk a little bit more about that and my experience with it in the next vlog. So thanks for watching and walking with, and we'll see you next week.